Hello everybody, this is Purge bringing you a pro level commentary and replay. This is Team A versus Navi. This is going to be a really sweet game for sure. This is downloaded, no it's not actually downloaded from prodota.ru. This is posted on gosugamers.net. So where I pulled it from was rated at 92% as the time of me pulling it. And I kind of just wanted to cast like a really high level pro game with some big teams in it. So I figured I'd go for this one. And here we are going to cast it off. First ban coming from Navi is going to be Lich. And we'll see how the rest of this game rounds out. Ban of Silbear going down by Sentinel team. I'm really starting to like Silbear a lot. I'm playing him a lot more often as a carry. And he is very, very powerful. I usually end up farming a pretty quick Hand of Midas, and then I transmit that into a Radiance by about 20 or 22 minutes. And sometimes I've been getting kills too, which really shouldn't necessarily happen, but people do kind of underestimate that bear, man. When you get those entangles down, it actually does pretty good damage. I think it's like 75 damage a second. I don't know if it's the same as Entangle or not, but it does pretty big damage, so definitely pretty cool. And also bans going down of Invoker and the Visage, so kind of surprised we're still seeing Visage bans coming out of here. Unfortunately, I don't know what replay map version this is. Sorry about that. I'll put it in the description below, but you can check that out. So we'll see how much that influences picks and bans, and also a Doom ban going off the bat. So I'm going to look at some hero who's in the game, and a Venge ban first round. Very interesting. And Weaver first pick from Navi. I have not seen Weaver in a replay in quite a while, so very, very weird. And Clockwork first pick coming out, very standard. It's definitely always going to be smart. Kind of curious why they're banning Vengeful Spirit over some of these other heroes. Like, I mean, these three heroes right here that have been picked so far, these are like the go-to first round bans for quite a while. I mean, maybe we'll see some shifts in gameplay based on, game conditions or the metagame or whatever you want to call it. But definitely pretty interesting so far. So looks like we have Team A Vayne. So it's Vayne, Gart, um, Equilibrium, I guess, Kircho and Bunara playing for the Sentinel team. That's Team A. And for Navi, we have President of Dota, Cool But Cute, 555, Bostarix, and Return of German. So there's a bunch of like off names, especially these three. I'll have to see if I can look those up for you guys. But I assume it's the regular Navi roster. And interesting picks. We have Vino and a Spectre. We have two carries coming from the Scourge team. Very weird. A Spectre and a Nerubian Weaver. I mean, Weaver has been like a really hard carry, and that's how he's been played lately. But I might have seen another game like this where they had a Weaver, and yeah, the last game I casted, didn't they? Yeah, they had a Weaver, and they had another hard carry. Why can't I remember who it was? I can't remember. I'll have to go back and watch that game. But it was Weaver plus another hard carry versus a Void, and the Void ended up winning, which was pretty weird. So I guess they're going that double carry build. Definitely kind of weird, but that's what they're going for. And an OD might be popping up more and more now. I did see OD. That's who it was. It was OD and Weaver, I think, something like that. Yeah, it was OD and Weaver, I believe, versus a Void, and the Void ended up out farming and out carrying because he got that pretty fast hand Midas. So interesting bands rounding out. We have a Necrolite and a Enigma. Necrolite's seen more play now. I guess that buff to the Reaper Scythe was actually seen as a good thing. There was some contention on the forums about how it's worse. It's like 0.5 second less of a stun, and people were raging about how that makes a huge fucking difference. But they're just ragers pretty much. It's definitely better. It gives you a bigger window to do damage to let that Reaper Scythe pay off, especially in those early lane positions. So like, let's say I'm attacking a guy, let's say he's at like 40% HP. I can't just ult him, he's not going to die. Let's say I get close enough, I Death Pulse him, and Death Pulse alone is not going to kill him, and I need to Reaper Scythe, but I need to Reaper Scythe after the Death Pulse, otherwise I won't kill him. So I'm sitting there, he's like running away like this, and let's say the Death Pulse is right behind the guy, and I just want to Reapers him, but I can't because I need the Pulse to land first. Well, in this case, the ult is going to be better. You can now ult the guy, Death Pulse will hit immediately after, and bam, he's going to completely die. So I really like the buff. I think it's worthwhile. And who cares? It's a 0.5 second buff. The spell is made to murder people that are almost dead. Who cares? I mean, sure, there's some situations where it's like, I need to run away. I'm going to waste my ult just to stun a guy so I can survive. But like, come on. I think it has huge usefulness. Anybody complaining about it is wrong in my opinion. And I'm seeing that reflected. He is being banned more often. Necrolight's always going to be a very powerful hero, I think. So Necrolight banned, also Undying ban, and also an ES ban, also really good. I mean, these are all solid bans. These are, you see these time to time. Not necessarily always first round bans, but lots of times in second round. And you know what? I'm happy about this ES ban because ES is in pretty much every game ever, and that is getting boring. So I'm very much supporting of that. And he is a powerful hero. I mean, and he's good at defending. He's good in a tri lane. I don't know. I like the ban. Maybe we'll see some like witch doctors or something like that to round out that support. Since we have so many tri laners banned. This guy's a tri laner. This guy's a tri laner. Lich Can tri lane. Better solo though. Tri lane hero. Tri lane hero. So a little bit of variety. We have solo heroes banned. Lots of solo heroes banned. Not a crap load, but decent amount. So taking their time to get their second round picks out. They're gonna try to figure out what they want to do for the rest of their team. They're already in a very weird position. They have 3 agility heroes. How often does that happen? Get 3 agility heroes on your team? Like, really weird. But we have a Spectre and a Venomancer and that Weaver. And like I said, double carry. Spectre's gonna be tri-laning with the Vino. Nurub is probably gonna solo A lane. And they get another solo hero plus a tri-lane hero. A Witch Doctor would fit really good in this tri-lane. What else would work? Someone ranged with a stun pretty much, so. Crystal Maiden, that would get it done most definitely. And that aura is going to help out that team. Nurb is going to be able to do Sakuchis more often for harass, and those can be very useful. I've had a couple of games with Weaver where I actually run out of mana when I'm balls deep in the enemy base, where I was like, you know, playing Scourge, and I was like over here, and all of a sudden I was like, I have 5 mana, and I was like, alright, time to try to run all the way back without using my awesome get out abilities, so that was kind of scary, but that's what ended up happening. So Sven pick by the Sentinel team, by Team A, so that's going to start off their tri-lane, if not round it out. I'm going to expect AA plus Sven for the tri-lane, and another ranged hero with a stun, possibly, maybe a farmer. Not sure. OD is going to go solo mid. Clockwork's going to solo the long lane. And we'll see who the final pick rounds out to be. I'm not really sure. It's so weird so far. I really am curious to see how this Weaver Spectre works out. I'm kind of hesitant about it. Seems pretty weird, so let's see how this works out. Come on, you got 20 seconds. 20 seconds to go before Navi has to finish off their picks. And once again, looking at the names of the heroes. Look, nicely, we do have an observer in this game. Someone from Garage. Garage. I'm probably pronouncing that weird. How the hell am I supposed to pronounce Garaj as an American? We don't use that. I know M5 is from. It's Moscow 5 is what it's supposed to be called. Kind of sounds like Maroon 5 or some pop band, but whatever. That's how it goes. And last pick is going to be a Puck, which is pretty sweet, and definitely going to be their other solo hero. So this is going to be their tri-lane right in the middle here. This is going to be a solo, and also Nurub is also going to solo. So I'm going to expect Puck mid, because then he can do some runing, and Puck is going to be able to take advantage of those runes a lot better. And another carry from the Sentinel team. Very, very weird. They're calling the double carry with also another double carry. They have an OD and a Morphling, and I'd argue that OD has a lot more contribution to the game now than he used to, because his orb has no cooldown now. You can just get one early, and you can actually do pretty good damage in lane. And I mean, a lot of people that play OD, they just go for like maxing the aura first, getting a couple astrals, getting their ult, and then they start their orbs, and they can't actually do like full. They used to not be able to do like full auto attack until like level 10 or something, but now they can actually make good contribution of their skills. So I really like that. I definitely welcome that change. So we'll see how well that impacts the Dota game. Vayne is going to be playing Sven. We have Kircho playing AA with a Morphling in the tri-lane. That's going to be played by Bunara. And that OD I was looking at was Gart. He's playing OD. Has lots of regen. I like this. Just pretty basic stats. Get him some good survivability. And Clockwork's just going to be doing some rockets here to kind of check out the lanes. He's going to be soloing the safe lane. Their tri-lane is going for the dangerous lane against the Puck is going top. Weird. So I guess looks like these... Are we seeing dual lanes? This kind of looks like dual lanes right here. Interesting. Definitely excited to see this. And initiate on the Puck. This looks just like the last game we cast. Wow, Puck's going to get initiated on. He's going to not orb out, I guess. Oh, they're going really deep for this. He's taking a lot of tower damage. Sven is still chasing, but he needs to be careful. Puck just now going to go into the trees. Beautiful move by the Morphling. Holy crap. What a beautiful first blood there. Morphling was looking for that. He had just enough mana to waveform. How sexy was that right there? What a pickoff. Puck was really trying to delay it. He wanted to go in these back trees so he wouldn't have to spend another mana to get out. But Morphling totally picks it off. He pops the salve and perfectly interrupts it. Another initiate going down on this A here with some illusioned Venos, and they're actually doing pretty good damage, but Sven's going to come in here for the stun. He does have a clarity going down. It gets canceled by the illusions. Nice play by the Veno while he's stunned. And what a great start to this game already. It's already kicking some major ass. Awesome, awesome plays by this tri-lane. Their carry gets first blood. How fabulous is that? A is going to go down to these Veno illusions. I can't even believe that just happened. I'm very surprised, honestly. I bet he wishes these had those the orbs, but very, very cool. And OD is going to be solo in mid against a dual lane, unless this Veno is just kind of roaming. I'm not completely sure. Attacks going down. He does not have his orb yet, taking a shitload of damage from OD. Look at that base damage. Looks like he's already banished Spectre a little bit, looks like. So that's why he has such huge base damage. And we have a Clockwork versus a Weaver. Weaver's going to have a pretty easy time, not really that much danger of dying. He is have a crap load of regen. We've been seeing this more and more lately, just getting a shitload of regen against if you're a solo. And I think this is a really good idea. You're spending an extra 200 gold. You're not going to have to get that later from a Crow, and it's going to pay off against heroes like Clockwork, who's just going to be like, I'm going to rocket you every time it's off cooldown, pretty much for the rest of the game. So I hope you have a lot of regen, and he does, so that's definitely good. Doing a little harass with Sukuchi. And I think he got some last hits with that as well, so definitely good play. He's going to pop his battery cell and try to chase on this Weaver. He is a little bit faster. He's going to be doing some damage here. He is about 12 seconds before that comes off cooldown. He does finally pop it, but he just took quite a bit of damage there. That was about 200 HP. Nice play by the Clockwork. He's going to try to interrupt the salve if he has a rocket off cooldown. I'm not sure. Too late, full HP, so not a huge deal. And he's going to go back to last hitting here. So definitely awesome play by the Clockwork. Banish going down on the Spectre. He's going to have very little mana and a lot of aggression going top. They want to pull these creeps. Well, they're going to initiate on this Crystal Maiden, followed by the Morph. He does have mana for a way for him to get the pick off. Here it comes. Oh, okay, good. He did get the last hit. I thought the Sven took it, and that would have been very frustrating. Morphling off to a fantastic start in this game so far, and this is why people started playing tri-laners against solo heroes. Initiate going down on the Spectre. Oh, OD's being really aggressive, but the slow going down on Veno. He did have an Invis Ward, so he did not see that coming, but he's going to get picked off right here. Really unfortunate play for that OD. I don't know if they did not have ward coverage on the top rune, and as a result, Veno picks up that Invis Rune and was able to contribute to that OD dying when he was being too aggressive. So that's very unfortunate. I hate being aggressive in a lane like that, and then all of a sudden, some other factor gets contributed to the fight and results in you dying, especially when you're carry. Very frustrating. But luckily his team's doing very solid. That Morphling is doing really great so far. It looks like CM is looking to do another initiate going here. Oh, miss on the Gale. And, wow, he dodged so many spells there. The slow did go down still, but he is taking a crap load of damage. He needs teammate support. He pops the Tango. He's going to try to do some damage here. Rocket coming in, picking off the Veno. Nice play by the Clockwork. Really good defense there. Spectre pops his salve, but nice dodge. He did banish himself. I don't think that Venomous Gale was going to hit him. Crystal Maiden's slow still did go down, but I think he did a really nice move by dodging there, especially because Clockwork needed a little bit more time to get there and help out. So definitely a really good play by the OD, and the Sentinel team so far, they're doing very good. It's 3-2, and Morphling did get first blood, so that's really fantastic. A little bit of CS numbers. Clockwork's sitting pretty high, OD sitting 9. Morphling's in 9. Morphling has 2 kills also, which is huge. 16 kills on the Weaver and 11 on that Spectre, 5 on the Puck right here, who's doing semi-okay. A little bit of latitude power, plus 6. It's gonna be nice for harass and stuff like that. So, tri-lane now mid. Yep, it looks like the tri-lane was intended to be mid the whole time. I kind of like doing the tri-lane mid. You're a lot more defensive, especially when you're playing with a hero like Spectre, who is pretty much weak early. He's going for those fast boots. He's not going to rush Vanguard first. It's going to be a little bit more offensive and a little bit easier to run away, but not as good at tanking. So, kind of interesting builds. Usually, I don't know, if you can rush the super fast Vanguard, if you're doing really good, it's awesome to have like 900 HP when everybody else has like 600. It's kind of a sweet situation to be in. So, Puck taking a little bit of damage. They're going to be a little aggressive towards him. Sven does have a stun he could do. Going to try to cancel out the phase shift. He's just doing a little bit of canceling. If you press T and left click on the enemy hero and then press S, you can stop and cancel your spell animations, which is good to do with Sven against a Dragon Knight or a Fairy Knight, because it's so easy to phase out of that stun. And if he does actually phase shift, see, now he's just trying to trick him here. If he does actually phase shift out of the stun, it's Or if he phase shifts to the fake, then he can immediately follow up with a stun, and they can do a lot of damage to this puck. So I'm not going to watch this, except for maybe now he might actually go for the stun here. That's what the puck's going to have to watch for, is he actually going to do a stun? Here comes the stun. Beautiful, nice and close. He's going to get the pick off. I don't know. Morphling isn't even close. He's not here to put on pressure. He does have a bottle already. Pops his salve. He's going to be healed up pretty soon here, so a little bit more